That looks dirty. Hey guys, I've been using this Galaxy Note 8 for about a month, and these are my thoughts. Let's start with the good things. The screen is beautiful. This phone comes with a 6.3-inch Super AMOLED Quad HD display, dubbed the Infinity Display by Samsung, at a weird 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio, and it supports HDR and the wide color gamut as well. Samsung has decided to leave in the 3.5mm headphone jack on this phone with USB Type-C, a single down-firing speaker, the S Pen on the bottom, and we have the micro SD and SIM tray on top, a microphone, dual 12 megapixel cameras on the back with an LED flash, a heart rate scanner and a fingerprint scanner, and on the front we have an 8 megapixel camera with autofocus function, the iris scanners and the proximity scanner with the earpiece. What's new on this phone? Always on display now comes with a force touch home button, since we have to lose our hardware keys due to the full screen display. One press on the force touch home button brings us to the lock screen, which you can just unlock it by placing your finger on the fingerprint scanner. App drawers is a simple swipe up and then a left and a right to get you to all your available apps. A simple swipe down brings down the notification shade. A second swipe brings down the full notification shade with pages left and right. You can even set up a function whereby you can swipe up from any part of the home screen, and that brings up the Samsung Pay. This display gets pretty bright as well. It goes up all the way to 1200 nits based on the source from DisplayMate. The colors on this display are quite punchy and nice. You can choose from a bevy of screen modes available. Most of the time I just leave it in the adaptive display. You can also switch it to AMOLED Cinema for more cinema-like colors, photo for nice punchy saturated photos, or you can just choose basic where you can see everything just looks bland. Audio on the phone has been stepped up since the 7 series. On the S7 Edge, the audio was fine, but it lacked volume. And on this phone, they have improved the audio, tuned by AKG, and if you go into your sound settings, scroll all the way down, sound quality and effects, here you can customize your equalizer as you wish. The next best thing about the Note series is the S Pen. One click and it comes off, pull it out, and it releases the air command. You can create notes, view all your notes, Smart Select, which enables you to select GIFs from YouTube videos, let's say. You can screen write function, live message, translate, both words and currencies, and you also have Bixby Vision. Now let's get to the first one, creating note. A simple tap on the note brings up this notepad, which you can write or express whatever you feel at that time, taking down notes in classes, or just simple as taking down a number. 019 1 2 3 4 5 6, and all you have to do is save it. Saved in Samsung Notes. Let's jump to the next feature of the S Pen, the Translate. This brings up a floating dock which you can choose your languages. On the left is your source language, and on the right is your output, and you can switch between them as easily as this. So right now I've got it in English as my source and I want it in Malay as my output. Let's bring up Chrome browser. We have TechRadar here loaded, and all I have to do is just hover over should. It loads, and there you have it, Sekiranya, translated by Google. Or if I want to highlight the entire sentence, all I have to do is just tap this button over here. It switches from single text to full sentences. Hover over the first sentence, and there you go, as simple as that. Now let's go to live message. So you can choose your background from your live messages. You can choose anything that you have screenshot from, or any photo you have taken, or a range of colors which you can choose from. And let's just go with black. So you got a black background here. And now I would like to wish someone a happy birthday. All I have to do is choose my magic marker from here, choose my color. So there you go, happy birthday. As simple as that, which you can then press done. It creates the GIF and it shows animation saved in gallery. So all you have to do is just check your gallery, and there you have it. And from here you can just share it as you like to anyone in your WhatsApp, your Samsung Notes, or just in an email. Finally, there's screen write function. So it takes a screenshot of whatever screen you're on, and thereafter you get this selection. So you can choose from a number of pens that you have, close it, and you can start marking up. This S Pen has been upgraded from the Note 5. It now supports up to 4000 levels of pressure, and writing on the screen is just like writing on a piece of paper. The lag is so minimal that you don't really notice that you're writing on an electronic pad. You can actually get it darker by pressing down harder on the screen, as you can see here, and if you go lighter, it becomes lighter and thinner. So once you're done marking up your screen, all you have to do is just click share or save, and you can instantly share to WhatsApp, email, and so forth. There's a lot of things you can do with the S Pen, and I guess the fundamental reason of having an S Pen is just using it as a stylus. This S Pen does not need to be recharged, nor there's any battery in it. It just works by inductive coils that are in the phone, like how the wireless charger works on this phone. So as you can see, when I bring the pen close to the screen, and you can see a pointer over the screen that shows that the S Pen is registered to the screen. Let's talk about performance. Phone comes with a Snapdragon 835, 6 gigs of RAM on board, 64 gigs of base storage, and it ships with Android 7.1.1 out of the box with Samsung Experience 8.5. And you can see it all in About Phone and under Software Information. Android 7.1.1 with Samsung Experience version 8.5. Performance for day-to-day is very snappy. Browsing through your home pages, open Bixby Home, scrolling through your apps, opening Instagram, opening YouTube. Videos load up quite fast, and of course this is all based on how fast your Wi-Fi is as well. You can open your WhatsApp, Chrome, open heavy apps like Spotify, Messages, and thereafter you switch between your apps as such. This phone blazes through whatever you can give it. So you even have Flight Radar 24. Let's open it. There you go. Flight Radar is open and done, and it's loaded. And let's go to the next best thing on this phone, the cameras. This phone comes with dual 12 megapixel cameras with a 26mm wide angle lens at f1.7 and a 52mm telephoto lens with an f2.4. Both lenses come with dual pixel technology for focusing, and I gotta say, the cameras are fantastic. Let me show you a demonstration of the dual pixel focusing capabilities. We have an iPhone 5s right here. Remove it, in, out, in, and you get the picture. Pictures out of this phone is generally fantastic. You have quite a number of settings that you can run through, and you got a floating camera button, which if you enable has this shutter button that pops up, which you can just drag around and you just click away. Photos are taken instantaneously. This camera is fast. sample of the live focus function. This is a photo of a pole that I've taken in my hometown. So you got a close-up shot with the 52mm telephoto lens. You got the option to switch over to wide angle with the 26mm wide angle lens. And you got a full photo here. Back to close-up. And then after, you can adjust the background blur. So if you notice, the background is quite blurry. And if I slide it down, it's in view, and you can slide it back up and it's fully blurred. And now for the bad parts. This phone, for its 6.3-inch size screen, has just a 3300 milliamp hour battery in it. Honestly, for me, I'm able to go through a full day of usage. Even sometimes one day 12 hours, one day 15 hours before I need to recharge. This phone also comes with fast wireless charging, Quick Charge 3.0 with Qualcomm, and the adapter that comes with the phone supports fast charging. You can just enable Quick Charge under Settings, Device Maintenance, Battery, and all you have to do is just press more options under Advanced Settings, and there you have it. So you can do fast cable charging on off, fast wireless charging as well on off. Fast cable charging, usually from 10% up to 100%, it takes about 1 hour and 50 minutes without fast cable charging turned on. And if you turn it on, it usually does it in about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Fast wireless charging, on the other hand, takes about 2.5 hours from 10% up to 100. And if you go with non-fast wireless charging, it takes sometimes even up to 3 hours and 10 minutes. The Note series, since it first launched in 2011, is all about pushing boundaries. And after the Note 7 fiasco, Samsung is just playing it safe by putting in a smaller battery. It's fair to say that one day is sufficient for most people, but then again, I'm not a gamer. Most of the time I just spend browsing social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, plenty of YouTube videos, the occasional calls, and browsing on Chrome. But these figures are all based on the fact that I have medium power saving turned on. And when you turn on medium power saving mode, this extends your battery life by about 14 hours from 34% right now. It decreases your brightness to about -10, screen resolution to Full HD+, it limits the CPU to 70%. Background network usage, you can toggle this on or off. Always on display, you can toggle it on and off, but I just leave it on for everything. And now the biggest caveat. Spending 4,000 ringgit for this phone and running it at Full HD with CPU limited to 70% on this beautiful 6.3-inch Quad HD display just doesn't feel right. The other big complaint with this phone is the down-firing speaker. Most of the time it's fine, but then when you raise the volume, it just sounds tinny. It distorts at higher volume. I understand that this phone is IP68 dust and water resistant, but then again, Apple has managed to put in stereo speakers on their phones since the 7 series, and they've been working fine. So Samsung, what's your excuse? And now for the biggest complaint. This button was introduced back with the 8 series on the S8 and S8 Plus. It's used to launch Bixby. When you press and hold, there you go, you got Bixby voice. Initially, there was an app in the App Store that could remap that button, and Samsung, being as arrogant as they are, has blocked the app, and now you cannot remap that button to do anything else but to bring up Bixby voice or bring up Bixby home. So let me show you what I mean. When you press and hold, it brings up Bixby voice, and I'm going to just ask it a few simple questions, and later I'll show you the same questions in the same exact phrase on the Google Assistant. How much is 1 Malaysian ringgit in Thai baht?
Here is what I found on the web.
So it gives me all these cards, which is useless. Let's try it on Google Assistant. What is 1 Malaysian ringgit in Thai baht?
1 Malaysian ringgit equals 7 Thai bahts and 97 satangs.
This is what I'm talking about. Now I can just continue. Do you think I need an umbrella today?
Yes, the forecast for tonight in Nong Pru is 29 degrees Celsius with isolated thunderstorms.
That is what a proper assistant should do. Let's try another. Who is the Prime Minister of Malaysia?
Najib Razak is the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
You got it right. Wow, and he just awarded itself. How old is he?
You should ask him for ID.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work with Mr. Najib. Let's try with Google Assistant. Who is the Prime Minister of Malaysia?
Najib Razak is the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
How old is he?
He's 64 years old.
Now that deserves a thumbs up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another thing to mention, this phone comes with iris scanners which enables biometric unlock. Initially when I first got this phone and I wanted to launch the iris scanner, I wanted to set it up, there was a message that popped up saying on certain individuals it would cause eye fatigue and eye strain. So I looked it up online and I found that by using iris scanner, certain people have complained of eye fatigue. Apparently the IR emitter from this phone hurts the eye and it causes a lot of fatigue when you look at it. Samsung even recommends that you use it about 20 cm away. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching. This has just been my thoughts on this phone after using it for about a month. Overall, I'm very happy with the phone. It's a fantastic phone. A good canvas to express your creativity, a good productivity tool to aid in your day-to-day work or play. It's got a superb screen that supports HDR and you can even watch HDR videos on YouTube. Cameras are awesome. Audio with the headphone jack is fine, it's pretty good. You got Samsung Pay on board. This phone is basically the Swiss Army knife. The Note series has always been a special breed of phones in the mobile world of technology, and the Note 8 is of no exception. This is a damn fine phone. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching. Hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe for more future contents. And this month, I'll probably take a trip to Kathmandu and I'll do a bit of filming in what is called the Stupa. I'll be using the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 paired with the DJI Osmo stabilizer using this awesome set of cameras. Till we see each other again, do take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Cheers.